Peace and blessings. This is Nubia I, the Raw Food Goddess, the Womb Priestess, and the Holistic Practitioner. And this is part 2 to my first video entitled Relationship Abuse. And I was really sitting here and telling you all really about the feelings of how to release those feelings of anger or revenge or things that you want to do to a person who has abused you. And just to recap a little bit, this was a request from a sister, but I realized it was a request from 2 sisters that were really dealing with leaving abusive relationships. And maybe in another video, I think I discussed in many videos how you even attract that, but we'll go into that a little more as well. So I left off, my battery ran out, so anyway, I'm coming back, but I left off with the fact about cleaning those closets, because that's the deepest part of yourself that really is holding on to these things, and that whatever you do on an external, it replicates itself on the internal. It's actually all one. So the first thing I said was cleaning up. Please refer back to that video if you need more information. Is cleaning up those parts of that anger and that revenge that's in your cells. That is the first thing that you could do. The other part of it is getting it out of your physical, getting it out of your physicality. I mean, I don't know when I speak to my clients and stuff if they want me to, I don't know what, because this is what I know works, so this is what I have to tell you, is letting it go from your body. So when you engage in a sexual relationship with another human being, you and him are exchanging fluids and becoming one. You and that person, your partner, are exchanging fluids and becoming one. And so that person is part of you and you're a part of that person. So that's another reason why the anger is still there. That's another reason why you feel like, I can't get over this. I'm so upset. I want revenge, because the person and all those things, if the person was an abusive person, and these abusive behaviors and feelings are within you. And so you literally have to shake it out. And you can refer to my video, Shake It Out. That video is wonderful for releasing anything from your womb, even another person, anything that person may have left in you, and you have to get it out. But you can take belly dancing, African dance, Zumba, anything that helps you to move out toxins, particularly for women in the womb area, the hip area, the pelvic area. Those are very, very important. The other thing that you can do is, of course, purge yourself. Use the element of fire to purge yourself. And so that would be sitting in sunny locations till you sweat, till you burst out in sweat. And like that's what the dancing is doing. It's purging things and toxins and people out of you and out of your aura. And so also you want to include ginger foods. You want to do ginger in your drink. So you want to take a juice, maybe apple and ginger juice. You want to take apples and put them in your juicer, follow it by ginger, a little bit of water into the juicer, and allow yourself to purge. Or you can just do lemon water. Squeeze some lemon juice into your water and drink it. I'm going to get to this is it, and I'm telling you how we're going to do this. You have to return back to yourself, only better than. But at the same time, you have these lessons, so you're a different person. And you may not see it now, but you are a better person than you were before, even though right now you feel like a wreck. Even though right now you feel like a mess. You're going to come out of this better, stronger, wiser, if you choose to. You can stay in it. You can stay in the muck. The other reason why you want to let go of those feelings is, what is that really going to do? Who is that really going to help? So you what? Kill him? So you're locked up to do what? Or you feel like you're saving him from other women, and the other part is that too. The other part is find your clan again. Reconnect with those people that you forgot about when you were in the abusive relationship. They're still there for you. They still love you, and they don't judge you, because most likely they've been through one too. So you have to reconnect. Start telling your story. If you were silent all this time and nobody knew about it, tell others. You might be surprised they knew more than you thought they did. The other thing is to write in your journal. Let it out. And even screaming and shouting, closing all the windows and doors, maybe being in the car, closing up the windows, screaming and releasing and letting it out until you can be joyful and dancing and singing, because that will come. If you don't do it, this is how we create these fibroid tumors, these endometriosis and cervical cancers. This is how we create these womb diseases, because we did not release that person. We just put our makeup on and got our clothes all tight and put on our high heel shoes and kept on going, and that's not how it's going to work. Read positive literature, things that make you feel good. Go on into nature, stay into nature. But the biggest part, and I'm going to get to this, why do you think you attracted that person in that relationship in the first place? But you don't want to do that now, because now it feel like you're blaming yourself and you're faulting. This is not your fault. This is not even about a fault. So when you're ready and you do the serious cleaning and cleansing of the body, mind, and spirit, then you go to what inside of me attracted this. What did I need? What was I feeling at the time when I was thinking of before I met him or her? What was I thinking? What was I feeling? What was my mental state? And when you get down and clean that out, the other thing is, I keep feeling head. I tell this to a lot of women, making sure that what you put in your head is not perpetuating that same kind of relationships. We have to stop watching the drama. So for a while, through a media fast, stop watching those courtroom things like Judge Mathis, or I don't know, there's other ones, but anywhere where there's two parties fighting, particularly lovers who are breaking up and fighting and dividing things. And no. Stop bringing any of that into your cipher. You have to create what you want, but first you have to heal. And a lot of times when we get into abusive relationship, it's usually after we've tried a relationship and it failed, and we tried another and it failed, and we tried another and it failed. And the universe is sitting there going, look, you're not supposed to be in a relationship with another human being. You're supposed to be in a relationship with yourself. But we don't want to listen, because we're not even getting the message. We just really want this person to be with us. What is wrong with being with yourself? What is wrong with not having a spouse all the time and not having a partner all the time? Better still, what about you being your own spouse or your own partner? I think the idea of needing to be with someone all the time is what gets us in trouble. You need to be with yourself all the time. That's the person. And when you get busy loving life again, you won't even think about him. You won't even think about the revenge. You won't even have the anger. And I'll tell you this, sisters, especially sisters and brothers too, once you start getting right, once you start cleaning the house, once you start eating right, once you start dancing again, that person will come back. And why? Because it's the universe checking on you to see if you're really done. And that's how you'll know when you're done, when you won't accept his calls or her call. You won't accept their letters. You won't stop them. When they stop you on the street, you won't talk to them. And after a while, you won't see the person at all, and that's how you know you've done better. You won't run into him like you used to. You won't run into his partner, his friends, or hers. You won't connect, because you won't even be vibrating on that frequency. They're somewhere else doing something else. And you can't be responsible and concerned about, oh, but what if I want to stop him, because what if he does it to another woman? That's his karma and hers. Everybody got their lessons. And when you were in it, nobody could tell you to get out of it, including when I was in one too. Nobody can tell you to get out of it. We don't listen. Other women, the ex-girlfriend, the whole bit, they try to tell us, but we don't listen. Because we can't hear. It's not that we're mean or cold. We can't hear. We're fogged. It's a fog, and we're in it, and we got to be in it. So we're not going to, but if we could listen to the other person or maybe hear somebody else's opinion, it would be nice. I want to tell women to make sure that you listen to the other woman and understand her position, even if she's coming from a place of maybe jealousy. There's truth to everything that she has to say. Or for brothers, listen to that man. At the same time, you probably won't. When you were so-called in love or infatuated, you can't do that. So you have to go through it. You called it up to learn some valuable lessons. And the last part is, what was the lesson? What did you gain? What part of yourself did you strengthen from being in that relationship? And then you walk away joyful. And then you put on them beautiful dresses again. And then your hair starts to grow back again. And then you become more attractive to yourself and then to others. That's how you get over an abusive relationship. That's how you heal. You got to love you again, reintroduce yourself to you again, And maybe what you'll find is the you that used to be no longer exists, and there's somebody different and better and more evolved. Love you, take care of you, but most of all, be patient with you. It takes time. This is Nubia I, the Royal Goddess, the womb priestess, and the holistic practitioner, and I'm sending you love, serenity, and tranquility in all of your relationships. Peace and blessings.